Yeah, I just thought that it was a great postseason game. DePaul is very well coached. We knew that's exactly what we were going to get with DePaul, really well coached team, a team that's ready for the postseason. And I'm just really glad and proud that our team stayed the course today. I thought Mary had a great game in the circle, and our offense did just enough today, and that's what postseason is about. Sometimes you win a 1 or 2 run game, and wins look all different. So I was really glad we pulled it out today.
Questions?
Yeah, Mary, I guess you set the record for most wins in a season with 27. That's your 11th shutout. How does this game compare to some of your other good ones? And just what it feel like? You didn't look nervous. What was it like pitching? I know you were at home, but what was it like pitching in your first NCAA tournament game?
Yeah, I definitely had some jitters before the game. I feel like that's kind of something that's inevitable, being a freshman, never like playing in the NCAA tournament before. But yeah, just going out there and pitching my pitches and having that big crowd behind me, playing at home was such advantage to me being on the mound. So just playing at home and having that first win is really exciting.
Any thoughts on that infield single? I guess you're working on a perfect game. That distract you at all? Or?
No, I mean, I knew that they were going to put the ball in play eventually. I mean, it didn't really shake me up at all, no. But I don't go out to pitch perfect games. I just go out to win. So perfect games and no-hitters are just add-ons.
And setting the record, most wins as a freshman, what does that mean to you? I mean, it's most wins for anybody, but doing it as a freshman, what does that mean to you?
I think it just shows what this team has done as a whole, not just myself, but our hitting and our defense have just improved so much over the season. And I definitely couldn't have got some of those wins without our offense behind us. So I think it's not just my success, but the whole team's success behind that number.
I think maybe their hardest hit all day was that one back at you to end the game. What do you remember about that? Is that just a reaction play?
Yeah, it definitely was just a reaction. I mean, you can't really simulate that in practice, so it's definitely not something that you can have in practice. It's just a reaction thing. So I just got lucky, honestly.
What's it like playing behind Mary when she's got it going like she did today?
I think she's got it going a lot of the games. It's really easy to play behind her. She's just got a stoic confidence, and we know that we got to do our part because she's always going to do hers. So,
Mary, when did you discover you could throw a rise ball, and how do you do it?
I honestly don't remember when I started throwing my rise ball, but I think just over the years it just came natural to me. And even when I first started throwing it, the hand motion just came natural to me. So I think that helps a lot, and just a lot of practice, I guess.
Hey, can you describe your single and kind of what happened leading into it with the walk and wild pitch?
well, Kayla Green really grinded to get it on base for us, and I kind of just set myself that I was going to get on base no matter what was going to happen. And she was throwing me some good pitches, but I was going to make it happen no matter how I could, and it felt good hitting that. And Kayla worked hard, and I wanted to have her back as well.
Heidi, how do you guys turn the page for tomorrow's game with Wichita State, knowing you guys have already played them once this year?
I think we have a lot of information on them, so we should go in with a lot of confidence. We know that we have all the strength and tools to do this, so if we go out and set to win, we can do anything.
Yeah, outfielders today I think made just one put out. I guess just for either of you, or for both of you, just what do you think contributed to the lack of contact from their part?
I think my location was better today than it has been in the past. So just hitting my spots, I think, really made a difference in having more infield pop-ups compared to the outfield. But the outfield always has my back on those, so they got a little rest today because they usually catch a lot out there, so I gave them a little rest today.
Well, what do both of you remember? I think Wichita State beat y'all 1-0 early in the year. What do y'all remember about that game? And obviously that was a regular season game. This is a lot bigger stage. Just kind of how do you feel about getting another shot at them?
Yeah, I think after we lost that game 1-0, we all knew eventually that we were going to play them again and we were going to see them again. We played in some really tough conditions. Not saying that's why we lost, but we lost 1-0. And the weather was really bad, but we knew we were going to see them again, and we're excited to play them.
I exactly agree. It was some tough conditions, and playing home is going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially in this weather.
Any more questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you, ladies.
Thanks.
Like a premonition you're going to play them again?
Oh yeah. You know, when you have those tough losses, you're like, we want to play them again.
Thank y'all.
Good job, guys.
All right, same thing for Coach Defiel. Questions?
Yeah, I guess obviously Mary's pitched well for you all year. How does that effort compare to her other games, and just what do you think of her performance today?
You know, surprisingly, she didn't even have a lot of her best stuff today, but that's kind of what you'd never be able to know by watching Mary, and that's it's just a huge testament to the kind of player that she is and kind of pitcher that she is. She just grinded through. She had some good rise balls, but she was really only dealing with 2 of her 3 pitches that she usually uses all the time. So Mary's such a great tone setter for our team, and I think her presence and her demeanor on the mound just gives so much confidence to the players around her. So I think it was par for the course for what Mary's done for us all year, and she's just done an incredible job.
Just how big was Green working the walk, and then the 2 RBI hits you did get?
It was huge. Kayla's at bat was definitely a turning point for us. Our first 2 innings, I just felt like we just were kind of nervy. I think we were stretching the zone. We were doing things we don't typically do as an offense. And for Kayla to settle in that moment and take a walk, it was really big. And then for Heidi, I think it was a 9-pitch at bat. And she fought off every pitch that she had and ended up poking one through. And just those 2 things right there, I think, just allowed our team to exhale a little bit, and we needed that. I think there was just some anxiousness in our dugout, and it was just nice to exhale and just give them a breath.
Coach, what's your message to the team tomorrow, knowing that you guys have already played Wichita State once before and lost that time?
Well, we get another crack at them, and that's always nice. When you lose a tough one earlier in the season, it's nice that when you get another shot at it. It was a tough game at Wichita, and they were better than us that day. And so for us to get another shot at it, it's big. So we just need to go. I think there's things that we need to learn from today. I just felt like we just weren't very settled in throughout the day. I think the 3rd inning was huge for us, but it just seemed a little out of character for us. And so it's just nice to get that first win, and we look to tomorrow and kind of have a little bit more of the aggressiveness that we typically do.
No, you said Mary didn't have her best stuff today, so how did she, I guess, kind of keep DePaul from making solid contact?
Well, she had a rise, and she had a rise on a few different levels, but she usually can spin her curve pretty well in there too, and we really just didn't have that pitch to use that much today. And that's a big pitch in kind of her repertoire because it makes them a little more honest with the strike zone. So I thought she did a really good job of handling it. She mixed her speeds very well, and she just trusts her spin really well today and kept him off balance.
Do you know how? I know you guys chart everything. Do you know how many curve balls she threw, or
today?
Yeah,
maybe 6. No.
You start again tomorrow?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Okay.
They both did well against Wichita State earlier in the year. And the nice thing is they're both so different. So whoever we start, I'm sure you'll see the other one at some point too in the game.
And their coach said it was like 32 degrees and the wind was blowing when you guys played them there. Does that sound right?
It was the worst conditions we played in, but that's not why we lost. They were better than us that day. It's like 50-mile-an-hour winds and 32 degrees. It's not softball weather. It's not the beautiful day we had out there today, but they were better than us that day, regardless of the conditions.
And when you guys scored 2 runs, did you figure, hey, Mary's going to make that stand up?
Yeah, it's nice to know you have Mary in the circle. And, you know, if they start to get on, then we have Stormy to go to. So it's just nice that we have confidence in whoever's pitching in the circle, and our defense played well behind her today.
Lenny said that second run really was a kind of a big difference in a game like today. Do you feel that was really kind of put it beyond reach for him?
Yeah, you know, with Mary in the circle, you know that more often than not 2 runs is going to hold. You know, a lot of teams will find a way to score 1 off her, but it hasn't happened a lot that they'll score 2. So that second run was huge for us.
She set the record. 27 wins. You know, the DePaul coach said she's not really a freshman anymore. You're not a freshman after this long, but what do you think about her setting the record this year? For most wins?
I think it's huge for her, but she's exactly right. It's because what the team's done around her. She's had an incredible year for us, and I'm really excited for her career here. She doesn't pitch like a freshman, and she's never acted like a freshman, so that's the kind of the crazy thing. You're like, oh, for her to do it as a freshman. She doesn't carry herself like a freshman. She doesn't pitch like a freshman. She doesn't handle adversity like a freshman. She's just a a great catalyst in the circle for us. But it's a testament, too, to how the team's played around her and finding ways to win and having her back. So our team plays for each other. She pitches for them, and they play for her.
Any more questions for Coach Defiel? All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congrats.